And then we're going to install the Trex and install our new rail system. Turns out that my tripod can stand on our roof, so we have that set up under an overhang, so we're actually going to be able to film this. We're going to block out and picture frame the deck. By picture frame, I mean we're going to run Trex around the edge and 45 the corners, and then we're going to fill in the middle with Trex, and then we're going to install our metal posts for our new rail system. So we'll follow along and I'll show you guys how to do this. Una más. Okay, now we're going to run a picture frame around this. We're going to 45 the corners, get those nice and tight, screw it down, deck out the middle. I want to show you guys real quick. So here's our joist. So I added 2 more joists on each side. This way there'll be enough so that way the picture frame can be screwed in. So this first one, 52 3/4 is tight, so let's go 53 1/4. For now I'm going to keep, we're actually 1/4 inch long, but for now we'll keep it. We'll run it, because I also don't know how square we are, so I'm
I'd
run
rather
all
have
pieces.
that 1/4 inch play just in case.
Yeah, in case we gotta play it later. This is the same thing. Go 53 1/4 long. Sorry about that.
Wasn't that hard, was it?
No, I'm worried about growth. Okay, so we built out our joist system over here, but now we have to notch for the vinyl there. Man, trying to get the shots, man, I tell you. Okay, we got our overhang.
Why do I feel like this is not going to work?
What's that?
How wide is our deck? Isn't it just an 8-foot piece?
We're gonna use 2. Oh, well, we'll just use one of those and one of those. Or just seems just not gonna be in the middle.
Okay.
I didn't think about that.
No worries.
And then we'll notch here and mark it. So all right, there's our notch. And then we're gonna piece in the rest.
No worries. Be happy.
The lighting looks crazy because of the
Yeah.
snow.
I'm sure.
Okay, I'm just gonna put 1 screw in for now to hold that. Want to make sure we get our 45s all lined up first. $67 5/8. So on this short of a span, I'm just going to screw it off at the ends, and then I'll pick kind of 2 locations in the middle and split it in thirds. So we'll go about every 14 3/4 inches. Make sure when you're screwing these off, you don't want to go right at the edge, because then you're going to miss if you have an overhang. So I like to go in about 1 inch on both sides. These screws are designed for Trex. They're not going to mushroom, so you don't have to pre-drill. All right, so I'm going to measure for our boards. We're going to start from the outside and work our way in, because if we have a small rip piece, we want that small piece against the house. We don't want it out there. It's going to look bad. now that we got the picture frame down, we're going to start laying our boards. We're using some fasteners that go in the grooves of the Trex, so they're going to be hidden. They're called hidden fasteners. So we can screw those down, slide the Trex onto them, and then tighten them. I'll give you guys a close-up of what that looks like, and then we'll run through this whole thing. These Trex fasteners. So on the first row, it comes with a starter, some starter clips, which I like, but it's frustrating because they only give you a couple, so I only got 4. Another option, if you don't have those, is you can cut the edge off of these on one side, so it can press up against the flat board that you used on the picture frame, or you can put a notch in the side of the picture frame board on the inside, and then you can slide it in there as well. I am going to add some more clips. These ones I'll cut off. I'll show you guys.
It's almost like you can see the coating.
Show you guys what I'm doing. So that way I can just run these flush. So I cut off half of it. Boop. Now I can run it flush. So I'm gonna pin this side in place with a clip. I'm not gonna tighten them all the way down right away. Okay, so as you can see, I didn't tighten the fasteners on the outside all the way down yet, because you want to be able to get the next piece of Trex in there. If you tighten them down, it kind of pinches it off, and they angle. These will angle down like this, and it's hard to get the new Trex groove to slip in there. So I like to leave them all loose, put the next piece in, pin it off with the next row of fasteners, and then I go back and tighten them. It's also important that you don't over tighten them, because they'll strip out pretty easy. These screws are really small. They hold fine as long as you don't over tighten them and strip them out. Just like no problem. Okay, there we go. We have it. We have our Trex down. A little notch there. We 45'd our corners. There we go. Okay, guys, that's how you picture frame deck with Trex. We use the hidden fasteners, and then we use the Trex screws on the surface around the perimeter. They do make a product and it has plugs. You can put plugs in. We didn't have that. We're not doing that on this job. Then you can really hide the screws, but this is just fine. It has longevity. Yeah, it'll hold up just fine.